Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to this amazing episode. That now I have two amazing, incredible women with me, Andrea and Valerie. Thank you so much for joining me with creating such a long lasting impact. And we are creating this moment. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Valerie.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you so much. Just incredible. I'm very honored.
Yeah, that's true. I often say that, when great minds work together, magic happens. And that's exactly, I'm so honored. I'm so glad that, our paths crossed and we are creating something for the benefit of the entire humanity. It's helping them enhance their well being. So, this is a very different episode of Psychology Talks. It's basically meant to be for the Meant to Be Well Summit. And I have already posted the link in the comment. If you have not registered yet, I highly recommend that please save your spot now because the registration is coming in and spots are filling in. So please register yourself. And because we care for you, there is 100% free code given with the link. So please use that code, and it is free till October 15. So please avail this opportunity and get this one-time opportunity to transform your life and enhance your well-being. So okay, now we share the stage with Andrea and Valerie. So, Andrea, um, just share your thoughts on this summit and the power of the collaboration.
Well, I'm so happy and honored that I can work with you on this project. The two of you, I think we align so well. And earlier we talked about it that we kind of walking the talk by creating this summit with our busy lives, with our families, with anything happening around us. We're just talking about Embry, and I took 2 days off because I was so overloaded by my work, my profession, and we are giving each other time, and we are setting up this summit in our own rhythm, and that's what we would like to showcase also during the summit. So although it's a marathon, we don't want everyone to stay there from the beginning until the end. We advise everyone to just mark the sessions that they like and enjoy the session that they can enjoy. There's no pressure. Earlier, I remember when I did these crazy summits, we had viewers who were
Yeah,
there
yeah, I
every
will
single session, and
say.
we are really appreciating that. But it's all about well-being, and you will see that all the sessions are really curated to help you to give ideas how to care about your well-being in a creative way, in different ways, from different perspectives. And thank you so much, guys, for joining in, everyone who is now in the comments and popping up. And I'm really grateful because I think this is what Amrin said. It's a power of collaboration. It's something that we wanted to do together, and we just sit down, despite the differences in the time zones and the
Yeah.
different way of life that we are living. I think it's a nice achievement that we could make this happen, and we are bringing this to the people. So I'm super excited. I don't know, Valerie.
Yeah, yeah, Valerie.
Yes,
Please.
I'm so excited. And I am so honored to be with you, Ambreen and Andrea. And I was just thinking that, this is a marathon, right?
Yeah.
And which I think is just the wording of that is so, it's great because when we think about mental health, it is sometimes a marathon. It is sometimes when I feel like I need to work on whatever it is I'm working on in the storms of my head or in life. I feel like it's just a marathon, and that's part of it. It's part of every day, kind of doing something for myself, moving forward. And each and every one of these speakers has an incredible message to share. Each one has something about mental wellness or self-care or whatever that is. And I think that it's just going to be an amazing opportunity. And the fact that we're doing it around the world is so, so cool. Like, I love meeting with Ambreen and Andrea because it's morning here. You're seeing the
Yeah,
sunrise here in the
yeah,
Chicago area, and then it's afternoon in Saudi Arabia. And
yeah.
Andrea, it's nighttime.
Evening,
Yeah.
evening time.
And it's,
Yeah.
yeah, we're all
Yeah.
coming together throughout the world talking about mental health, and it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I think we should tell the audience that how we came up with the idea. Like,
Yeah.
this, I'll share my perspective. Like, that how I met Andrea. It's been like, I think I met Andrea in 2021
Yes,
when she was looking for some speakers for her summit, and she used to conduct summit every year. So that was her second year, and for me, it was the first year with her. And the way she was dealing with this speaker, it was so professionally, and she was so caring that she was giving everything beforehand, collaborating with each and every speakers. And I know that summit she created was so intense, and there were like more than, I guess, 300 speakers during the summit,
yeah,
and it was live.
220. Yeah, the biggest
Oh
number was
yeah,
220.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was really impressed by the way she managed it. So I really loved the collaboration with us. And then we continued. And it was like for the second time. And I think last year was the third time. And this is the fourth
This is
year.
the fifth anniversary.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Fifth anniversary for you and fourth year with you for me. So that's what, like, when we were thinking, and I was thinking of having summit on my own. And then I discussed with Andrea that I needed a help, that maybe I need a summit. And then she said, why not we collaborate? Because the focus on mental health is the topic, or is the interest which are common. And then we came up with the idea, let's see, and then it's like how we can collaborate. And then we came up with the idea that let's collaborate with others. And I found this amazing friend, Valerie. And I know that I met Valerie, I guess, in last year, right? By the end of
Yeah, early. Yeah.
2023. Yeah, she invited me to her podcast, and then, like, we started commenting on each other's post, and I really liked the way she was managing her, podcast, despite that she has young kids. And that shows that how passionate she is. So I really love working with her, and I mean collaborating with her. And then we just discussed this idea that let's just see that how we can explore this idea further. And then we came together. And then when we came together, we came up with this idea that, let's create something which is very unique, very different. And nobody has ever done that, I guess. At least I don't know. Maybe some part of the world, maybe some other people might have done it. And then we've created this. So maybe this is my perspective. So maybe I'll just leave this stage to you, Andrea and Valerie, that what was your story behind it?
Well, my story is kind of like long years coming. Like as you heard, I'm doing it for the fifth year, and
Yeah.
although it was really good for me, and most of those who were watching the story of the Global Empowerment Hub, they know that it's coming from a personal disempowerment story by me moving to another continent, and by trying to find my footing, my grounding, and then by empowering others, I became stronger, and it actually gave my profession also throughout the years. And I got to know so many. I mean, more than 600 speakers were in the platform, and
Wow.
I literally felt that there's something missing every year. I was like, oh my God, it's really good to do. It's a good challenge. Let's do six
Yeah.
months, 6 weeks, or
Yeah.
5 weekends, or 3 days. But at the end, I was missing my partners in crime. I'm really happy to meet Valerie and Ambreen, and maybe who knows what the future holds. Maybe we stay together and build something
Yes.
together, and I think that would be an amazing outcome of this. And we are also inviting you guys in the audience if you want to join us and build this hub together and raise awareness about mental health and well-being, because believe me, we have been together with the original Empowerment Hub for 5 years now, and we did business classes, we did workshops, we did a lot of types of holistic approaches of helping people to elevate themselves. But at the end, I figured we became a family, and the biggest gift that we give each other is this steady support. and that the biggest problem was mental health and well-being
Mhm.
problems, and not really around
Mhm.
entrepreneurship or all this.
Yeah.
So that's my perspective on this, that together we are better, and if we are there for each other for a longer time, and people know that they can reach out and we can guide them and send them to professionals who can help them, I think that's a beautiful gift that we can give.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Valerie, what's your perspective on that? Like, I know that we met like only in 2023 by the end of, but maybe you just tell us your perspective.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think this is incredible. I just absolutely love collaborating and meeting people who are passionate about mental health. And Ambreen, you are sharing incredible information. Andrea, you're sharing incredible information. And what I visualize, each of us and each and every one of the mental health advocates out there are pebbles that are being thrown into a pond, and the
Yeah.
ripples that we're creating. And we all have our own ponds, but the more ponds we have, the more ripples we have, the more we can really impact our communities, our families, our communities, and society. And I kind of just visualize that, like as we're talking, like we're our own pebbles and ripples. And also, I love that I started this journey with writing. Writing's kind of been what has been helpful for me when I experience anxiety or whatever that is. And when I get my thoughts out, when I do those things, then I can kind of see, okay, where have I come and how can I share that with others? And through my journey of creating the podcast and meeting all of you amazing ladies and amazing community, is that I'm not alone. I am not alone, because I think so many times we feel like we're alone, and we're not. And so I just love this beautiful journey that we've created in this beautiful community.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the main message we want to give to the people out there, that many people suffer in in isolation. They feel that they are alone, and what they've been going through, maybe nobody can understand that, and they actually keep it to themselves. But like when we provide such platform to them where they can listen to the advice from the expert, when they listen to someone who they can relate with, right? When they say, oh my god, that person is just like me, and they have gone through this, by just maybe seeking help, or maybe when we provide them some tips and tips and tricks on how they can overcome their mental health situation. So we create some positivity in our environment, and as you mentioned, that it creates certain ripple effect, and maybe when we help someone, they can help other also. I tell you that when I started my LinkedIn journey, I wanted to write a book, and that's why I wanted to create my personal brand, and that's why I started my LinkedIn journey. But still, I was very shy to actually post. And there was one lady, I don't know, people might remember, her name was Kirsty Bonner, and she was sharing amazing content, and I can relate with. She was a psychologist too, but she committed suicide after that, and it was such a heartbreaking event for me, that she was an inspiration for me. That's why I started writing also on the LinkedIn, because I thought that if she can do it, she's helping so many people, I can do the same, because I have almost the same knowledge. But when she did that, I felt so heartbroken that somebody who inspire you, and maybe you don't know what's going on in their life. Maybe we need to provide some kind of awareness to the people, that whatever they are facing in their lives, whatever battles they are fighting in their personal lives, there is always a solution. It's just a matter that they need to look for it. And if we provide such events or something, we need to create these kind of talks and create these kind of discussion, so people will know that like working for mental health is, or taking some advice from people like this, because many people are shy to actually go to the professionals. But such kind of discussion talks and events, they can just give them a right at their screens, that they cannot miss. And that's the reason why I'm so passionate about it, that we need to share this. Sometimes, I get a lot of criticism also that LinkedIn may not be the right place, and social media is not the right place to create awareness for the suicide, like suicide awareness or about the mental health. But I actually believe that I think any place, if we can just share these knowledge, because you don't know what people are going through in their lives. Those people who are maybe suffering from the mental health problems, they will not, there's still a stigma attached to it, and they will not go to seek professional help, but they will actually log into these platforms, and when they see some advice like this, it may click to them. And that's the reason why I'm so passionate about it, on sharing this, or sharing information, sharing knowledge on mental health and psychology. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So well said.
Yeah, thank you. So that's the reason why we did that. This, the thing is that we are creating this event, which covers the entire globe. That's the unique part, and that's going to be the first, and that's going to be the challenging part for us also. So let's see. We are so much excited to take this challenge and, um, like, move further with it. So let's talk about the summit. Maybe we just start with Andrea. That how you planned your speakers, what will they be talking about, and maybe like those who are listening to, those are our audience, will get to know that what they should expect when they log into your summit times.
So I believe that we are three different people, and I think that's our advantage, and that's something that is really cool also, and it will give the audience something different from each of us. Let it be the audience, or let it be the style. And my part, as we discussed, is on the experiential practices of mental health and well-being, how we can enhance it, how we can reach out with these practices to more people, and what are those things that are existing that we might not know about. And I think that will be a super nice journey. I'm taking Asia because, of course, I'm in Singapore, so that's the time zone that I will be bringing in the 19th of September. 19th of
Yeah.
October.
Yeah.
And we will have some. So I kind of structured the summit differently because I wanted to bring some interactivity in it. So we will have interactive interviews, we will have interactive panels, and we will also have some workshops and masterclasses. So I think this gives a very nice mix of everything, and it will be very experiential. So we have, if you know Nancy Barrows, Brian Schulman, they are with me for 5 years now. With every year they're coming and supporting, and you know them on LinkedIn. They are really supporting people. They also themselves experience. They will talk about their own care about themselves, how they had to stop the show, for example, to have a little break and just breathe a little. And I think this is so inspiring, the stories that they will be sharing. I will have Miss Suchi from Singapore. I have been with her for a long time online, and once I moved to Singapore, I got to know her, and then I met her, and she's an amazing person, a beautiful influencer, and she's also a laughter therapist. So we will have a laughter therapy at 8:30 in the morning. So please, if you want to try it out, join in. And then we have Yacinta also from Singapore. She will talk about the vicious cycle of sleep and anxiety and stress. Then we have Carrie and Shireen. They are different time zone, Australia, and from near to you, Pakistan. And they will be talking about holistic mastery, well-being for business and life. And then we have also panels. So the panels will be more about, there's one interesting one which is about DNA. So I'm super excited about that, personalized well-being through DNA. and then compassion and accountability in mental health, with some of my friends also being with me for a long time. And then manifesting mental health wellness, a workshop from Karishma, and Nishit is coming. Nishit is my friend who is doing amazing retreats all around Europe, and he's also doing it in Goa in India.
Wow.
He will talk about the common patterns of well-being learned from Buddhist monks and base
Wow.
jumpers. So that's so
Amazing.
nice.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it. And then the last two sessions will be magical healing power of the mind, with
Wow.
Jay and Charm, and then one more panel about, because I really love when the participants, the people who are experiencing a community, are coming on stage also. So I gave them a panel when they will be talking about enriching life experiences. So I think it's giving a little bit of personal touch, that the people who are actually part of a community can come up on the stage and they can talk about their experience about mental health and well-being. So that's on my side.
Wow,
It's a
what an
short one,
amazing.
but I think it's beautiful and it's a nice mix of everything.
Yeah, I mean, beautiful lineup. A lot of like expert, like I know Brian Shulman, and I've been like with your community. So Jay and Sham, they're awesome. And I think I've met in your community Nishit also. I don't remember, but I think so.
Yes,
So
yes, he was with
yeah,
us. He is an
yeah,
NLP trainer, and he
yeah.
does retreats in Switzerland and beautiful places. So if you want
Mm,
to chill out and get an NLP certification,
yeah.
that's his treat.
Yeah, yeah. So and your the mix of the sessions are also amazing. So I'm so excited to learn from all these. And thanks to Michelle for such a beautiful compliment. Thank you, and the Brent, you have shared such a wonderful comment. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, Valerie, tell us about your speakers and your sessions.
Yeah, I am super excited. So I'm going to be doing the US Canada, excuse me, the US Canada part of the summit. And I am truly embodying the marathon part of it. We are going to be having speakers
Yeah.
every 25 minutes. And
Wow.
I have so many incredible speakers every 25
Yeah.
minutes that are going to be
Yeah.
talking about incredible information. So
Yeah.
it's going to be starting off with Lori. Lori Davis, and she will talk about anxiety. And then we're going to be talking with Frank and Lisa with Be Encouraged about essentially encouragement, encouraging others, which I'm super
Wow.
excited about. Kevin Monroe with gratitude, Lori Moser. She's going to be talking about parenting with adolescents and teens, because
Wow. That's yeah.
that's such
Much
an
needed. Yes.
yes. And
Yeah.
Dr. Jen Fraser about bullying and the
Oh,
impacts of
she
bullying.
is amazing. Yeah, yeah, I know her. She
So
is,
amazing. And
yeah.
then Dwight Hurst, he is an incredible podcaster talking about the broken brain and some issues with our brain and how we work with that. So I'm super excited about his. Dr. Barbara Vokatis, she's
Oh, yeah. She
amazing.
is yes, she is super amazing. I know.
Yes, she's
Yeah.
going to be talking about dog therapy in the classroom.
Yeah.
And Carmel is her dog. And I'm not sure, Barb, if you can have Carmel on there, but we can we'll see a picture of her, and it's incredible. I love the interaction between the two of them.
Yeah.
And then we have Preston Weeks, who
Oh,
is
yeah. He is, I mean, I am a big fan of him. He is the one who helped me with so many things. I'm so glad that you actually have him in your,
me too.
yeah, in your, he's
He's
amazing.
amazing,
Yeah.
and he helps so many people. The Power of You is the title of his talk, and he's going to be talking about our power. And I am
Wow.
so excited to have him on there on the show. Andrew from Mental Health Television Network is going
Yes,
to
he's
be
amazing. Yeah, I know that.
amazing. And oh, sorry, go
Yeah.
ahead, Andrew.
No, he's doing an amazing work, especially the Mental Health Television Network. I mean, I'm grateful that he is doing a lot of work on mental health. So I'm so glad that you have him. Yeah.
I'm super excited. He's going to be
Yeah.
hosting. Well, we'll see exactly what the format will be, but he is doing incredible work. And Mental Health Television Network is essentially promoting mental health
Yeah.
24/7, which is
Yes.
incredible. super excited. And then I have Dr. Carlos Garcia, who's an incredible therapist outside of or in Tampa, Florida, as well as Jody Claristenfeld. She's a NICU advocate, so a different, kind of like a different population, but anyone who's experienced the neonatal intensive care unit or had babies, kind of working with those feelings, she'll be an incredible resource.
Yeah.
Gretchen Schozer, with her incredible podcast of things that go on in your head. Incredible information. She talks about her journey with 988 suicide crisis hotlines. Todd Stottlemyre, he is a 3 times World Series champion. And he's going to be talking with us about success. And he is incredible on and off the baseball field. So I'm super excited about him. Heather Nelson with Heather Gray Skincare, sharing her journey, and Heather McWilliam.
Oh, she is amazing. I know she is. Her brave leadership. I mean, I can talk about her for hours. Yeah,
it is amazing. I am super excited. We'll talk about brave leadership, and I am super excited. That will be the Friday, and the Saturday we'll have Frank and Lisa back for a workshop. Nancy Gillette for speaking about autism, because I think that autism and neurodivergence is an important topic.
Very important. Absolutely, yeah.
Vicki J. O'Grady will be talking about joy and the power of joy. She is the joy kindler. Yalda Kazemi will be talking about changing perspectives about mental health. She's an incredible mental health advocate. Alina Santiago will be talking about sleep, the neuroscience of sleep. Vicki Victorenko will be talking about motherhood and self-grace with motherhood. Celeste Hackett, hypnosis. So I'm super excited.
Wow. Yeah. It's very different.
Incredible. And then Vicki will be doing a workshop. Mariela Di Santiago will be talking about motherhood. She is a podcast host for motherhood. Liz Kent is a clinical social worker who will be talking about chaos to calm, strategies for a balanced mom life. So we're having a lot in the Saturday, some motherhood parenting topics. So definitely check that out with that. And then Krista Dykes is an incredible podcast host, Secret Mom Hacks. Robin Simpson talking about the power of kindness. She's actually joining us from Australia. So super excited to have an Australian on our US-Canada side. And then Hannah Balo talking about postpartum OCD, and Claudine Hammond joining us from the Caribbean. She will be talking about incredible self-awareness and self-care as well. So that was a marathon of about this, but each and every one of the speakers is going to be incredible. So I'm super excited.
Yes, the topics you have covered, like, oh my God, from like the hypnosis and OCD and parenting, like all of this, like bullying. Oh my God, I think your summit is also going to be going to rock. So now, yes, I'm super excited. So I'm just going to tell briefly about my summit times. Like I'm based in Saudi Arabia. So my timings are like Middle East, Europe, and Africa. And I will start from the 11 a.m. Saudi Arabian time, or you can say 12 UAE or Dubai time. So I will start from the Timothy Glisson. He is a wonderful person and he has transformed his life. So he will talk about the art of manifesting dreams. And then Andres Michael, he's a coach for healing trauma. So he will talk about how to heal trauma. The first day, he will talk about more theoretical part. And the second day, his talk is more about giving practical tips and advice. And then we have the panel discussion about that, finding our way back to kindness and community. So we have like 3 to 4 amazing people like Dennis Pitoko, and he's the founder of 360 Nation. He's the award-winning, that's the award-winning site, and he's the best-selling author, and he's doing an amazing, incredible work. Matthew Kilkenny, he's basically talk more about AI, and on the second day, he's will be talking more about that how we can have what role AI can play in enhancing mental health. So that would be a very different topic. And but he will talk about this in the second day. This his part in this panel discussion would be more about that, how we can find the kindness in the community. And Barbara Vercruyose, she is the kindness global advocate, and Hawk is also a healer, and he will also talk about that kindness. Clara Seeger, she is the mindfulness coach, and her technique, especially finding that emotional intelligence in leadership, and she will talk about that how you can find practical approaches to use these like tools and techniques to apply emotional intelligence in the daily lives. And Wendeline, she actually talks about that how you can overcome the burnout, because she has survived burnout, and not only once, several times. So that's going to be like the first half of this first day. Lamin is an amazing human being, and he's a Nobel Peace Prize winner, and he will talk about that how you can find the human element in the leadership. Patrick is a spiritual leader. I mean, he is an amazing, he's always full of knowledge and wisdom. And he'll talk about some spirituality and psychology, that how we can use it from, and he'll also give some history of it. So on the first day, he will talk about, again, the historical part, the philosophical part. The second day, his session is amazing, because he's going to talk about that how we can use music and then enhance our well-being and psychology. So that's going to be a very different and very important. And Paul Gunn, oh my God, he is one of the most amazing person I've ever met. So he is going to talk about that power of empathy in the leadership, because he talks about how we can actually make effective use of leadership when we use empathy. And then, of course, I'm going to pass on the torch to Valerie for the second day. And the second day, like most of the time, like I've already given you some introduction about that. Andreas will be talking about healing. And then we also have Michael Henson. He is going to talk about, he's a sales guru. So he's going to talk about that how we can apply psychology and spirituality in sales. That's going to be very different, because people talk about psychology, but they don't talk about how spirituality can be actually applied to sales. Karina is a mental health advocate. She's going to talk about that how we can enhance mental well-being, especially in a stressful environment, because a lot of people just say that you can enhance your mental well-being, but sometimes when you are stuck in the stressful environment, then you don't know what to do. And Matthew, as I already tell you that, and Pega is a personal branding coach. She's going to talk about what is the importance of creating personal brand in this current era of technology. So, and we also have our session along, and then we have the Patrick's session as we talk about the music, and then we have the panel discussion where Paul, Shay, and Clara will talk about that how to manage the invisible burden in leadership, because there are so many invisible burden. Leadership is not easy. So that's how we're gonna close the second day. So I'm super excited about these kind of these topics that we have actually selected, and the experts that who will be sharing the insights over on these topics. Yeah. So I'm super excited. So please, yeah,
beautiful lineup.
yeah.
Replays be available for people who may want to see someone's episode. Maybe sleeping during that time or something like that.
Yeah. So they can actually, for these 2 days, they can watch those whenever they will log in. They will be getting some expert sharing some advice. So that's the unique part, that you will not miss anything. Like whenever you wake up, maybe if someone from the Middle East time zone, if they wake up in the middle of the night and they can't sleep and they log into the summit, there will be some expert giving some advice. So that's the best part.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
As you can see here behind me, the sun is clearly rising.
Yeah.
So it's incredible that you can tune in whenever you'd like, and it's either there'll be someone talking.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the lovely comment. I mean, unfortunately, LinkedIn does not show your name. It's showing the LinkedIn user. So maybe I'll see. I'll comment after this live show and see. So I think that's all. That's all about it. And we've given information about the our summit and that what we'll be doing and how we came up with the idea. So I would highly encourage that please register yourself before all the slots are filled up, because like registrations are coming in very fast and spots are filling in very quickly. So please hurry up and save your spot. So any last word, Andrea and Valerie, before we close the show?
I just want the people to open their arms and make a big stretch, because it's evening for me and maybe morning for you. So part
Yeah.
of the well-being summit, let's move a little bit. I don't know. It's sometimes good before you go to sleep. Then do it slowly and calm. But if you are
Yeah.
waking up, you can energize yourself more. So we will
Yeah.
be coming up with so many things, and I'm so excited. And thank you for everyone who was tuning in today, Barbara, and everyone who was commenting. And thank you, Valerie and Embrin. I'm really looking forward to these sessions and all the summit. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. It's
Yeah.
just not so many days actually to go,
Yeah.
so it's very exciting.
10 days.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
exciting. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And thank you, Ambreen and Andrea, for this incredible collaboration and this incredible opportunity to spread mental health awareness across the globe. It's going to be incredible, amazing, super excited.
Yeah, me too. Thank you so much for joining, Barbara, Christian, Michelle, and so many other, and the LinkedIn user. I don't know her. Oh, sorry, she mentioned Hadidi something, right? Heidi Badawi. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your name, but I think I pronounced it right anyway. So, anyways, thank you so much, and hope to see you at the summit. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.